thoughts are thoughts, and mindfulness and leaving it there and not connecting with it plays a significant part in the OCD recovery journey. It doesn't tend to get under false memory, real event type OCDs or any type of OCDs when it's really locked and the person can't create that distance. So we have to get under it to show the person, hey, you don't have to be terrified. It's okay. Even in this instance, yes. Even in that instance, yes. Even in that most horrible crime you can imagine, yes. Even in that specific crime that you'd be ousted from society, yes. Acceptance isn't agreement. We need to get under it completely. The problem is, what people do is they get so scared of a certain thing that they believe it as gospel. They believe, no, I can never budge on this. This thing is so bad, I will never be able to accept or make peace with it, which is rubbish. It's absolute rubbish, but we've believed it for so long. In the tone of voice that I speak in, often when I'm doing these lives and in a lot of sessions, although I'm always coming from a position of compassion, and what I do for work is trying to change OCD and help people, I have to come with a bit of a tone that's a little bit forceful, because there is an element of tough love needed with OCD recovery, as you will hear in the Instagram lives I do. Because I am talking to OCD, not the individual. I am coming at it. I'm breaking down those irrational beliefs as well, those stubborn beliefs, breaking them down and creating change where they've been locked for years. So if you come along really softly and you don't get into that, you don't create the momentum that will make the shifts and change occur. So that's what I do. And that's how you need to be with yourself. You need to speak to yourself the same. You're compassionate, you're behind yourself, but you're motivating yourself, you're shifting beliefs, you're getting behind things, you want to make change, you want to take your life back. That is the aim. None of this putting up with OCD and just sort of lumping it on your back and going about your life for the rest of life. That is not recovery. Far too often you see people talking about recovery where they're having panic attacks all day long and they're like, no, I'm recovered. That is not recovery. You may be on the journey to recovery. You may be a lot better than you were, but recovery is the absence of anxiety, chronic format, not anxiety itself because it's designed to save your life, and the intrusiveness of intrusive thoughts have lost their power. So you can't tell the difference between whether you have OCD or not. And you need to be able to deal with any OCD thought, not just one. You can't say, okay, if I didn't have that one specific thought, I would be fine. OCD is going to go for any specific thought. Okay, so recovery is where anything. Now that's not to say you may have struggled with ROCD, health OCD, whatever, and you may have got under all of those, and they may never bother you again. Those are huge accomplishments. Those are huge accomplishments because you've just got rid of all of those others. Now you may still be stuck on one. You may not be fully recovered yet, but you're at miles from where you were. And you see people that it barely affects them day to day, or it comes up once a month. This is brilliant. There's levels to recovery. Okay, but I'm talking about recovery as the definition would have to be that, right? It's not my interpretation. It's not I think this or I think that. That's what it is. It's absence of chronic anxiety, absence of intrusive thoughts with intrusiveness, not intrusive thoughts. You'll have thoughts that come in from nowhere and so on, but they have lost their intrusiveness.